Hey guys, it's PokeDude,
And hi, I'm Misaki Nobunaga.
and welcome to Volume 3 of 50 Things You Didn't Know About the Servants of Fate Grand Order. This is where we share obscure trivia about each servant in the game. As always, obscure is a relative term. If you're a veteran, you might know a lot of this already, but I think most of you will find something new in this video. And with that, let's get started. Number 101, Rama. His character designer was originally told that he would transform into a girl at some point. This design ultimately ended up being used for Sita.
Does that mean he was a magical girl?
In a way.
Number 102, Li Shuwen Lancer. There are young and old versions of him as both a Lancer and an assassin. To date, the young assassin only appears in the Fate Extra universe, and the old Lancer appears in Koha Ace and Type Redline.
Number 103, Thomas Edison. Despite having no strong connection to them, his artist, Paco, has drawn him alongside Arjuna and Karna multiple times.
Number 104, Geronimo. The little floating guy that accompanies him during battle is a Gon dancer. The Gon are mountain spirits said to protect the Apache people from enemies and disease. According to the artist, it had to go through more design revisions than Geronimo himself. So would you say that they were gone with the wind?
Number 105, Billy the Kid. When he was first added to the game, his battle name was misspelled and contained only one L. One of the more egregious typos the game has had, considering he was a story support unit.
Number 106, John Alter. She was originally going to be a welfare servant who was little more than a palette swap of John, but Phantom Man led to the devs putting in more effort and making her a proper 5-star unit.
Number 107, Angra Yu. He foreshadowed the appearance of both Foe and Ort long before the release of FGO. During Fate Hollow Taraxia, he tells Bazette that there are only two beings better at killing than him, a dog and a spider. Both Primate Murderer and Ort had been established in supplementary Type Moon material before this, but neither played a role in a proper story.
Number 108, Iskandar. He starred in a one-shot parody manga called Sencha Otoko, where he dates a gender-bent version of Waver. I love that for him.
Yeah, it sounds like a fun story. Number 109, Emiya Assassin. Unlike most Type Moon original servants, the origin in his profile is blank. This is likely due to him neither being an original creation of Fate Grand Order, nor the exact same character from Fate Zero.
Huh. I didn't notice that. Number 110, Hasana the 100 Personas. If you've seen her interlude, you may be familiar with Little Hassan, a young girl persona who doesn't normally appear in combat. She was originally planned to appear in Fate Zero and get taken care of by Waver after being separated from him and the rest of Hassans. This subplot was scrapped due to it placing too much focus on the side characters.
Number 111, Irisfeel. She wasn't originally going to be a welfare servant. Her artist had actually drawn ascension art for her, but ultimately elements from each of them were combined into the final design. As far as I know, these alternate designs have never been publicly released. But on that note, can we please get the elemental versions of her from the Fate Zero event as Spiritron dresses?
Oh, I would love that. Number 112, Shuten Doji. When her Song of Cherry Blossoms in full glory costume was first revealed for the Grail concert event in Japan, the art made it appear as if she was pregnant. This was quickly fixed after players started pointing it out. I wonder who the father would have been.
Number 113, Xuanzang Sanzang. At least I hope I pronounced that correctly. FGO was far from the first time the character was portrayed by a woman. He was once played by actress Masako Natsume in a Japanese TV adaptation of Journey to the West, which ended up being very successful. Since then, it's become a tradition in Japan for Sangzan to be played by women.
Number 114, Minamoto no Raiko. Her artist, Honjo Raita, has an original character named Misaya Suzuhara, who looks nearly identical to her. She appears in a doujin series simply called Maho Shoujo.
Number 115, Kintoki Rider. In the Japanese version, he received an alternate voice line for his noble phantasm when he was added to the Evocation Leaf shop.
Come on, baby! Golden Drive! Good night!
The US version got it much earlier, but subtitles wouldn't play for the line until the Pilgrimage Festival update.
Number 116, Ibaraki Doji. She was originally going to play a significant role in Babylonia, abandoning Gilgamesh and becoming the leader of a bandit gang. Completing a certain free quest after clearing the chapter will unlock a fight against her along with the bandits. So, for Ibaraki Doji, Where does the whole banana Oni thing come from?
I think that's just because she looks kind of like a banana and the fans just stuck with that.
Oh, I thought there was like a great origin.
Number 117, Fuma Kotaro. He has a second noble phantasm that would allow him to transform into an Oni, but it's sealed away in FGO. The most detail we get about it in-game is through his Bondcraft essence, Oni's Mask.
Number 118, Ozymandias. The flower he holds in his final ascension art is one worn by his wife, Nefertari, as she appears in Fate prototype Fragments of Sky Silver.
Number 119, Ultra Pendragon Lancer. In the Japanese version of the game, there was a bug where her Bond level 3 My Room line could only be unlocked while she was at 2nd Ascension, and levels 4 and 5 could only be unlocked at 3rd Ascension. Reaching max Ascension before unlocking them would lock you out of the lines unless you raised a second copy of her. This wasn't fixed until over a year later.
Number 120, Needlecrest. She was originally planned to be a 3-star servant, but was upgraded to a 4-star after being given a bigger role in the Camelot chapter. Her character designer was then instructed to give her a flashier design for her 3rd Ascension than originally planned.
Number 121, Lancelot Saber. He was initially going to have long hair as seen when his Berserker form loses his helmet in Fate Zero, but the artist was told to draw him like a Yankee who repented and cut off his hair.
Number 122, Tristan. While those of you familiar with certain European languages may think that Tristan's name means sadness, this is actually a false etymology. In the ancient Brittonic language that his legend came from, his name meant clanking swords of iron. As a side note, Tristram, as he was called during the early parts of Lost Belt 7, is one of a few alternate spellings of his name in older texts.
Number 123, Gawain. Aside from the infamous battle against him in FGO's Camelot chapter, he has appeared as an enemy that is nearly impossible to beat in other games as well. In Fate Extra CCC, he appears as an optional boss if you choose to borrow money from Leo. He's too powerful to defeat on your first playthrough, but can be beaten on New Game Plus. And in Fate Extella, he's used as an enemy that needs to be avoided when on a sunny battlefield.
Number 124, Hasana the Serenity. Her second skill, after being upgraded, was the first skill in the game to have a shorter cooldown than its effect duration, requiring 4 turns at level 10 for a debuff that lasts 5 turns.
Number 125, Tawara Tota. The girl that appears in his final Ascension art has never been officially identified, but she is likely the incarnation of the Dragon God who appears in his legend and grants him her blessing.
Number 126, Bedivere. He has had more people voice him in Japanese than any other character in the franchise to date, with 5 at the time of recording. Of particular note, he was voiced by a woman in the 2006 Fate Stay Night anime. This holds true for the English dub as well.
Number 127, Da Vinci. She appears as a hologram in the workshop when going through the Camelot chapter. This was the first instance of main story progression causing aesthetic changes to the game's menus.
Number 128, Summer Tamamo. Her profile states that Robin Hood would most likely know some details about her noble phantasm, sometimes called the polygamist castration fist. This is a reference to the fact that she's able to use this ability as a skill in the Fate Extra games, where it always lands a critical hit against male enemies.
Number 129, Summer Altria. She's the only summer servant to date whose base swimsuit design canonically appeared in a previous work, originally debuting in Fate Hollow Taraxia.
Number 130, Summer Marie Antoinette. Other servants who know her tend to be left speechless by her 3rd Ascension, much to her confusion. Sanson is embarrassed to look at her, and Amadeus calls it dangerous. And when Marie asks Daeon to try it on, they say they'll only do so if ordered to.
Number 131, Summer Ann and Mary. The shackles they wear on their right hand hold a lock of each other's hair. According to their artist, it's so they can always be together even if they die separately.
That's adorable. Number 132, Summer Mordred. Like many of the weapons wielded by the Knights of the Round Table, her surfboard's Pridwen has fairy letters written on it. These indicate that the weapon was not crafted by human hands, but what they mean has never been officially revealed.
I've always thought it might be the name of the weapon, but Excalibur and Avalon both have the exact same characters on them, even though they are technically 2 different items.
I almost want to say it's probably like a name tag.
Number 133, Summer Skahak. She's the only wielder of Gay Bolg in FGO who uses it as described in the myth, which is to toss it using your toes.
Number 134, Summer Kiyohime. In the Japanese version of the game, she has the longest stretch of time between rate-up banners of any limited servant. 4 years, 1 month, and 8 days between the 13 million download campaign and the 7th anniversary countdown campaign. Fortunately, NA didn't have to wait quite as long, only having to wait about 2 years and 2 months for a bonus banner during Servant Summer Camp. Why did they make people wait so long for her?
Unfortunately, limited 4 stars kind of get shafted with banners like that.
Sheesh! 4 years!
Number 135, Summer Martha. She was the first summer servant to receive a rank-up quest, specifically with the 11th batch, 3 years after her introduction.
Number 136, Ilya. She has appeared in many collab events for other gacha and mobile games, rivaling even Artoria in frequency. Some of these games include Mahjong Soul, Grand Summoners, Divine Gate, and Honkai Gakuen 2.
By the way, that last one is in the same series as Honkai Star Rail, so Ilya beat Saber to the punch.
Ooh.
Number 137, Chloe. Her noble phantasm, Triple Crane Wings, made its first in-story appearance in Fates and Knight's Heaven's Feel route, used not by Archer but by Shiro, in order to defeat Saber Alter in the bad end scene Sparksliner High. The Prisma Ilya anime was the first time this technique was shown in an animated form outside of a game.
Number 138, Rave Elizabeth. While her design and attack animations are mostly based on fantasy games like Dragon Quest and Super Ghouls and Ghosts, her Noble Phantasm animation is actually a parody of finishing moves from the mecha anime Chodenji Robo Combattler V. Specifically, the titular robots Chodenji Tatsumaki and Chodenji Spin techniques.
Number 139, Cleopatra. Because she lacks the riding skill, she has no direct control over her snake. All it can do is destroy everything in the surrounding area. This is why she also takes damage when using her Noble Phantasm.
Number 140, Extra Vlad. In the drama CD adaptation of Fate Extra, he is defeated by Gawain in a single blow with the Excalibur Galatine.
Number 141, Jeanne d'Arc Alter Santa Lily, Lancer. The rerun for her event underwent the longest maintenance period that the English version of the game has ever seen, lasting for 24 hours. All players at the time received 34 Saint Quartz and 30 Golden Apples as compensation. They sadly didn't retain anyone's login streaks, which makes it the only day I've missed since launch.
Number 142, Ishtar. In Section 14 of Babylonia, the story support version of her gets progressively smaller after passing through each gate. This is the first time a playable servant's battle sprite has been altered in a way that can't be replicated by the player.
Number 143, Enkidu. At the end of Gilgamesh's route in Fate Extra CCC, it stated that Hakuno's original servant was a berserker. Their identity has never been officially confirmed, but there is strong evidence that it was Enkidu.
Number 144, Quetzalcoatl. The final battle between her and Section 12 of Babylonia was the first time a dialogue option during a cutscene had an effect on gameplay. Choosing not to heed the old man's warning about her would cause the fight to become much harder.
Number 145, Gilgamesh Caster. His Noble Phantasm has a reduced NP generation rate compared to regular attacks, making it the lowest in the game at 0.16%. So that's why I have so much trouble looping with him.
Number 146, Medusa Lancer. This is actually the second time she has manifested as a Lancer. The first was in the Fate Grand Order First Order anime special, where an adult, alter version of her appeared as an antagonist. This alternate version of her has yet to reappear in any other media.
Number 147, Gorgon. Her interlude was the first, and if I'm not mistaken only, time a scene in the game has reused a CG from another piece of Fate media. It features Uriel and Steno about to be devoured by her, an image that was originally used in Fate Hollow Taraxia, when Medusa explained her backstory to Shiro.
Number 148, Jaguar Warrior. Her third Ascension's design is based on the fact that Taiga's grandfather Raiga is a Yakuza boss. He is very rarely mentioned in Fate media and has never made a proper on-screen appearance in any canon main universe material.
Number 149, Tiamat. Due to her unique class causing all matchups to do neutral damage, the only servant who is capable of having an advantage against her is Angramanyu. When equipped with his Bond CE, he gains advantage against all beasts.
Number 150, Merlin. The version of him that's available as a story support in the Babylonia chapters is arguably stronger than the summonable version. His Noble Phantasm heals a party by a fixed amount immediately on top of granting 5 turns of HP regen. Additionally, the regen increases with the overcharge rather than NP level. This distinction is noted in the fine print every time he's featured on a rate-up banner.
Alright, and that's it for Volume 3. Thanks for watching, everyone. Let us know in the comments which fact you found the most interesting. And if there are any interesting facts for servants we haven't covered yet that you know of, feel free to share them. You might get a shout out in the next video. Did you know that Fate Grand Order may not have been Musashi's first appearance? Tune in next time for another round of facts. Thanks for watching. See y'all later.
See ya.